Welcome to another episode of WCW. Here comes the money. Shane McMahon owns WCW. Money. This is episode 4. Next episode will be 5. Next episode will be the first pay-per-view. This is the go-home episode before Big Bang, the kind of, I don't say rebirth, but the kind of showing that it is all heading in a new direction. I have much less to say now, and I think we should just jump straight into this episode. So we are starting, of course, with a promo, but a little bit differently this time. Where this is where 3 count comes in. They didn't have a script again. Grrr. Ah, fuck. Fuck. Have I done it again, man? 3 count come out, starting the show this time, where they show about beating Shane Helms last week. And not only beating Shane Helms last week, that Shannon Moore pinned him. That should now be making him the #1 contender for that WCW Cruiserweight title. And of course, they are interrupted by who else than the Cruiserweight champion himself, Shane Helms, where Helms admit that Shane Moore pinned him and now has earned himself a title match. But what about Evan Courageous? He was in that match. He technically also won that match. He just didn't get the pin. So Shane Helms actually puts forward an idea that he'll face Courageous tonight, and if Courageous wins, Helms will face both members of 3 count at Big Bang this Sunday with the title on the line in a triple threat match. And before Shannon Moore can say anything, before anything, Evan Courageous comes and goes, yes, we accept that. Yeah, that's happening. Too much of Shannon Moore like, oh, that's my fucking title shot. Everyone started. Why is it always their fucking ones that I forget to put scripts on and stuff like that? Normally I'm alright at it, but somehow I had forgotten. What doesn't help? Disinterested, not a great way to off. So hopefully we can just go up. 34 for the segment altogether, though. Next, we go to 56 warming up. That's what I want to see. Oh no, it failed. Oh no, how did that fail? I put a storyline gimmick thing on, and it was likely to succeed, but it didn't succeed, did it? Fuck, that isn't great. Oh well. But we have Mike Awesome defeating Chuck Palumbo in 7 minutes 46 by pinfall with an awesome bomb after the distraction from Lance Storm. 56 altogether. Warming up was good. 55 for the actual wrestling and 42 from the crowd. I think it would have done better if the thing would have succeeded. But hey, the storyline thing didn't work. Or was it a safe bet? I don't remember now. Or maybe it was a bit of a gamble. I don't remember now. But yeah, just a nice little match. I thought it did its job pretty decently altogether. Then we go post-match where, of course, Team Canada carries on the beatdown on Chuck Palumbo and sets up that tag finisher. And, of course, Sean Hare comes running out to make the save. But this time, Team Canada is ready. So O'Hare has to come in and fight both men off. And he managed to kind of fight them both long enough for Palumbo to kind of join into the fight as well. And this then causes just the 2 teams to brawl with each other. This then making referees, backstage staff, all those sort of people come running out to pull the 2 teams apart, ready for their showdown at Big Bang for a 46 simmering. It's not a great way to start the show, sadly, but hopefully we can, again, just kind of start going up from here, especially we haven't had a Booker or DDP on or anyone like that yet on either. So hopefully we can just head that way. Next, for 75, simmering again. Oh, Booker T backstage walks into Shane McMahon's office and kind of just is asking who his opponent may. But Shane goes, I ain't going to ruin the surprise, mate. I can't tell you that. But what I can tell you is that this man is a former WCW World Tag Team and United States champion. And as he kind of says that, Shane just goes, kind of nods and points towards the door, and Booker goes, cool. He like kind of just huffs and puffs and like, what the fuck? And walks out. Booker T wants to know who he's got tonight. Shane McMahon ain't fucking telling. But that is for tonight's main event. 75 altogether, very good thing. Hopefully this will start warming the crowd up all together. Next, disinterested. Chavo Guerrero Jr. defeats Lash LeRoux in 4 minutes 48 by pinfall with a tornado DDT. 22 altogether. Wrestling wise, it was actually alright. It got a 43 crowd. Weren't that bothered, so it was 28. So it got 22 altogether, and they because they're both unimportant, the crowd wasn't bothered, so this show isn't going to be great. I can't feel it. But Chavo gets to 53, which is really good. And they had pretty good chemistry teaming going against each other. So that should take into some sort of consideration altogether. 33 from Lex LaRue. God knows what I'm going to do with him. I don't really know at this point. Maybe I'll keep him around just as a guy, as a face until more bodies kind of start coming in. Next, disinterested as well. Backstage, Jason Jett is talking to some other wrestlers, just nobodies really. Where he's then kind of told by like a backroom staff member that he's wanted in Shane's office. And he's like, oh, okay. Jason Jett starts walking, and as he starts walking, he's beaten down by Lilo Guido and Johnny the Bull, and they are just beating down Jason Jett, shouting that he's a no one. He doesn't deserve to be WCW. He doesn't deserve to be in the same building as them. This basically officially turning Johnny the Bull heel altogether and showing there is an alliance between Little Guido and Johnny the Bull as well. Next, we have a match. Disinterested again, where we have Juventud Guerrero defeating Billy Kim in 5 minutes 35 by pinfall with a 450 splash. This wrestling ability, look, so good. 52 crowd, 38 segment, 55 crowd don't give a shit, sadly. 47 from Billy Kidman and 57 Juventud Guerrero. Juventud is fucking killing it. He's doing really, really well. A bit more of a push. He's going to get into the 60s pretty easily altogether. And I don't mind that, to be honest with you. He's a good wrestler. And if there's a cruiserweight, if cruiserweights do push out of the cruiserweight division, then cool thing about Ray in 2006 in WWE, because it's kind of because of Eddie died as well and stuff like that. But you pushed that past that barrier and won the world time and got that big pop and all that sort of stuff. So it is possible, sort of thing. Next, a video plays with the Rio Syndicate, with all three standing there with Tijo in the middle and Jimmy Yang, apparently Jimmy Yang and Kaz standing either side. Jerry talking in Japanese about waiting is the master plan, seeking the right moment, knowing when to strike. And as to Jerry's kind of saying all these sort of things, it kind of cuts to like a close up in each person with a clip behind them playing and all that sort of stuff. That's kind of the basis of the promo, and the promo ends with Jerry saying the first strike is key for a 19. Just saying we are happy to lie in wait until the moment is right, until it is worth, doing what we want to do altogether. Crowd is still disinterested. Doesn't help. Disinterested. Still, this one fucking flopped. 74 backstage, DDP talks about his pay-per-view match against Booker T, saying if WCW is going to go into a new era, that he should be the man to lead it, but he's going to be keeping a close eye on Booker's match tonight. 74, great segment. Just crowd just don't give a shit. What doesn't help. Next, still disinterested. Yeah, they ain't going to give a shit anymore. Buff Bagwell is back for his vicious and delicious open challenge. He talks about his loss last week, saying it's just a road bump, and he's back tonight to get back on track. And again with this open challenge, and again, Hugh Morris comes out for this open challenge with Buff Bagwell. Kind of like, all right, cool, whatever. He's beaten once. Why couldn't he beat him again for a 49? Then onto the match itself for a 55. Hugh Morris defeats Buff Bagwell this time with a moonsault in 7 minutes 56. 51 for Hugh Morris, 55 from Buff Bagwell. 50 just all across the board, realistically. Yeah, perfect, really. Then we go both match for a 44, where Hugh Morris is celebrating his win, but Bagwell is looking very annoyed, and then just out of the blue, not out of the blue, but attacks Morris from behind, beating him down, hitting that finisher. Not very happy with the loss at all. Then for a 37, we have a video about the Road Warriors, about how long they've been teaming for, all the teams and all the wrestlers they face, all the titles they won, highlighting them and just trying to put them on much as a pedestal as possible. Just really saying, look, the Road Warriors are here and they're not here to fuck around, and the basic trying to highlight them as much as possible as a true dominant team as well. For 37, which isn't great. Next, disinterested. Yeah, so I'm just looking at this crowd here at the end, and they do not give a shit at all. 29. Oh, I didn't do the script again. Fuck. Backstage, Chavo Guerrero is trying to kind of show off to a couple of women backstage. But they kind of gesture that someone's behind him. Chavo turns around, sees it's Billy Kidman. Kidman standing there, and Chavo goes, "What are you doing here? You know, why are you here? You're a loser. Why are you in this? That I won my match tonight and you lost. You know, you lost so quick in your match tonight. Why are you here? Like, you shouldn't even be near me. What are you playing at? Basically, is idea mocking him that he's lost another match. But Kidman says, no, all it takes is one win. That's all it takes. It takes that one win to get back on track again. And Kidman believes that one win will be against Chavo. And Chavo does not take him seriously. Basically laughs in his face and goes, okay, fine. I'll see you at Big Bang. And he just walks off, setting up Billy Kidman versus Chavo Guerrero at Big Bang, just in a match altogether for 29. Next, we have a tag team match where PJ James and David Flair defeat Canyon and Reno in 7 minutes 39, when David Flair pins Canyon with a roll up for a 45 altogether, 44 wrestling rating, 35 for the crowd, 36 from David Flair, 53 from PG James, 26 from Reno, and 64, yeah, Uber Canyon from Canyon. But post match for a 35, Canyon is furious. He runs over to the timekeeper's area and demands a microphone. And as David Flair's kind of celebrating on the ramp, he grabs that mic and he's shouting this whole time. He demands, that didn't happen. That doesn't matter. That doesn't count. And he demands to go one-on-one with David Flair this Sunday at Big Bang. So Canyon wants to prove that David Flair is a fluke, that maybe once again David isn't man enough and will let down his father once again. And Canyon just throws down that mic in frustration. David Flair seems kind of taken back a little bit. It's like, oh shit, okay, fuck, sort of thing altogether. And he's actually quite taken back the way Canyon has responded to this altogether. Next, we go backstage. Stacy Keibler is furious again. He's very unhappy, or let's say at least, with Mark Dream Dragon and Sean Stasiak, saying that last week they got beaten by two old men. So they need to make a change. They need to make a statement to prove that they're a team to take lightly. And this change, this statement, it needs to be done. And that it needs to be done in a big way. For 35, saying, like, last week was a fuck up. We need to get back on track and prove we ain't here to mess around at all. Just a nice little segment, kind of continue their little storyline all together as well. Next, backstage, Buff Bagwell is standing there with a serious face, something quite different from Buff Bagwell. He's always quite smiling, but he's got a pretty serious face on here, and he goes, no, I give the credit to Hugh Morris. He had the balls to come out here, challenge me, and he beat me. But that makes us one apiece now. So at Big Bang, this is the decider, and he just walks off. It's that deadpan, that just non-emotion is maybe the best way to put it. Like, he kind of locks in a little bit for a 44, basically announcing who Morris he wants you this Sunday at Big Bang, and it's gonna happen a little bit. Next, we have that match that's set up earlier, and we have Shane Helms defeat Evan Courageous in 5 minutes 58 by pinfall with the vertebraker. 50 from the wrestling rating, 30 for crowd, 50 altogether, 56 from Shane Helms, 44 from Evan Courageous. Yeah, just a nice little match altogether. I'm just ignore the crowd heat at this moment. They do not give a shit at all. Next. No, we're good. Backstage with David Flair, and he's talking about Canyon's challenge. David Flair, no, he said he says if Flair doesn't back down. I said, how's there no script again? I thought I put unscripted. Fuck. It says if Flair doesn't back down, and he's always got this bit of slack about being Rick's son and maybe not being up to that standard of greatness and stuff. So he will prove it this Sunday that he will do his father proud, and he will prove that David Flair is better than Kenyon for a 25 altogether. Just a nice little promo, hyping up that match and kind of having David actually kind of accept the challenge as well a little bit for this Sunday as well. Next, we have another mystery video, not music video, mystery video. How are they still disinterested in it? 53, they don't give a shit about the show anymore. But this time, there's been stuff added. So now it goes 1RW, 2VF3. 1RW, 2VF3. Over and over and over again. Very, very strange. Again, conversations are like, what? Why this? Why 1, 2, 3? Why RW? Why V and F? You know, why those numbers and letters? Like, why those all together? 53, again, very unsure who this is. The commentators have no idea. If you've got ideas, I hope you've been thinking, taking like what could mean what, all that sort of stuff. Like, I don't want to kind of give anything away, but if you've got guesses, that's cool. I'm hoping this will kind of go, oh, sick, that's who it is. Okay, that's pretty cool. I wouldn't expect that from how it's all happening, because I think that's the sort of idea about it altogether, especially with this new WCW. The bigger, not the bigger names, but the names you want to build need to be built in a good way and stuff like that. And I think this is a nice little way, especially this is the first time something like this is happening in this save as well. 53, not too bad. The next, Booker T's waiting in the ring for his match. Familiar music plays, and it, of course, as you can see, it's Kurt Hennig coming out, making his return to WCW, towel in hand, chewing in bubble gum. Hennig is ready to wrestle for a 69. Again, somehow the crowd will be disinterested in this. I don't think they would be at all. And then we get to the match itself for a 72, warming up apparently, where Booker T defeats Kurt Hennig in 9 minutes 41 with a scissors kick. He is the champ. Kurt Hennig, I know Hennig has just come in, but he's going against Booker. Like, he's going against the champ, so nothing better than you can really do. But 72 segment altogether, 78 from Booker T, really, 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 really good. But then this is, for me, it's more important post-match for a 70. When, just like last week, Kurt Hennig is unhappy and he attacks Booker T. And of course, DDP comes running out and saves Booker. And as DDP is kind of helping up Booker T, helps Booker T all the way up to his feet. And as Booker gets to his feet, out of nowhere, DDP suddenly hits Diamond Cutter. He lays out Booker there, and he's just standing over him on the very last Nitro before Big Bang, before their big match. 70, hot and rising. The show itself gets a 63, not too bad. That's okay. We have started terrible, and it just never really picked up. I'm surprised some stuff didn't pick it up. This didn't pick it up, and then this didn't even pick it up either. But the match, just maybe they needed a really good match to pick them up. So that's something to remember. Also to remember is to keep people unscripted. Most people unscripted, because I keep forgetting to do that. But let's go home of Raw. I think this one will be a little bit quicker going through, because I want to get to Big Bang, I want to get to that, and I want to get to post Big Bang and start doing all that as well, because that is the stuff I'm quite excited for. I know it's like a fancy mod of if WCW didn't die and Shane McMahon actually bought it and stuff, but this is where you can properly go into. This is where I can go, right, this is what I'm doing, this is who I'm pushing, this is the way it's heading all together as well. So that is the fun part of it now. Now we're getting to Big Bang. Let's get the international month out of the way, I find sometimes. And then, because I'm quite like, keep it realistically until, okay, here I can hit this point. Like, after the first month, I've hit the first month, okay, now I can decide to start bringing people in and shit like that as well. But at the end of that episode, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you come and watch Big Bang. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye for now.